Hey guys, I wanted to ramble with you a little bit. Today was the day that we put down the Fertilome Blooming and Rooting Soluble Plant Food 958-8. We put that down on the tomatoes, and I wanted you to see these. We transplanted them Monday, and you know, there were several that I was concerned about. Particularly this girl right here. She was kind of puny when we put her in, but if you look at her, she's looking pretty spry, and I'm excited. Getting them in this dirt with some good fertilizer on them has really helped. And it looks like the transplants were successful. I don't see any dead leaves, and I don't see any wilting. And you know, we're looking pretty good. Now, I ordered 12 of these and was able to save 7. I don't know if that's a good ratio or not. It seems kind of low to me, but what is it? Something like 60%. So, you know, it was the first time I had ordered seedlings online, so it was a learning curve, and again, this is all a learning curve for me. But, you know, I think I'm going to order another batch, and I'm going to try to get them good and healthy, so by the middle of the summertime, I'll wait a little bit before I order them, by the middle of the summertime, I'll have some seedlings that I can replant, and the idea is hopefully to have some good fresh vegetables for everybody at Thanksgiving. I won't go over to the squash and the bell pepper bed because it just looks like a bunch of weeds. And I don't know what's weed and I don't know what's seedling, so I'm just going to let it all grow up and let it sort itself out. And then when I figure it out, I'll pull the weeds out. Now, I did put some of the Fertilome on this corn. It did pretty well transplanting. If you remember, we had just these 2 rows all the way down, and Farmer Bud reminded me that you're not supposed to do 2 rows. You're supposed to have wide. A square is better than a long row. So I transplanted these seedlings. It was actually the right time to do it, and they look pretty good. I lost one there. That got killed by a dogaholic. She got in there running around and really made me mad, but that's a different story. Down here I've got some of these dead leaves, and I hope that's not a bad omen to come. I did put some of the Fertilome on it, and I went ahead and I doubled it up and I put some Miracle-Gro on it. You know, the seeds for the beans aren't coming up, but it's just been a couple of days. It's entirely too early. On the back row over there, I replanted Joshua's spinach because I don't know what's going on with that. I hope something comes up. I don't want him to have done all that work and not get anything out of it, so we shall see what happens. All right, just an update. I'm looking at some chickens. I want to get maybe get 6 chickens back here, and if they give me an egg a day, that's half a dozen eggs every day, and that'll be enough to where we can have some and we can send some home with the boys. You know, this backyard farming thing is all about those grandkids. I want them to have some kind of a heritage that they can hang on to, have some earth skills in a world where earth skills are going to be a rare commodity, and you know, just leave them something to remember Mary and I by. So back over to the sign at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Listen guys, if you have kids, raise them on purpose. Look for opportunities to say yes when they ask you for something, or ask you if they can do something. You got to remember, they didn't ask to be born, you decided to have them, so you're obligated to go out of your way and make their childhood interesting and something memorable, so that when they grow up, they won't leave you behind, they'll come back. As for grandkids, You know, it's your job as a grandparent. It's your job to just leave them a heritage, something that goes with the name, something that goes with their bloodline, and something to remember when they get old. You know, the greatest memories I have with both of my grandfathers is they both took me fishing. Now, one was an old mountain man, and he hunted and he fished like an old mountain man, and the other one was a little bit more sophisticated, and he hunted. He didn't hunt, but he fished a little more sophisticated. But I treasure the memories with both of those men. So if you've got grandkids, leave them something to remember, because when they get your age, they're going to need something to gravitate to or hold on to pass on to their grandkids. Teach them how. Teach your kids how to be an example. Be an example for your kids. Be an example for your kids. How to be parent. How to be a grandparent. Because what you do is what they're gonna do. So anyway, I'm getting down off of my soapbox. That's the catch up. The seeds are in there. We're just waiting on Mother Nature and God Himself to do what He's gonna do. Have a great day.